and everything.
All right, now you're fine. All right, so now I hit this right here, Sister Cora. Okay, we're periscoping. So all you have to do now is hit this, and now we're live.
You want me to hit what? This right here?
Right here, already done.
Okay.
So right now, someone else joined us now.
Okay.
Renee is joined us right now. They're able to type in questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This will be beneficial to you.
Okay.
All right, that's the way you get the message across. Now, Jorge, hey, Jorge, what's going on? You're always there, always there. So then you can just sit over there and just film.
Okay.
And I'm going to say a buzzword. That means you cut it. You just drop this down.
You drop what down? Show me
I'm
what
going to show you where to drop down at. Drop it down like this. Take your finger and drop it down like that. And that'll stop it.
Okay.
Code word is going to be Sam Putney.
Okay.
I'm going to say something. Hey, ain't that Sam Putney over there? That's when you cut.
So do you want me just to film whoever's speaking?
Just film it right here. It's going to be on that screen.
Okay.
That's the way that works. Okay. All right.
Hello, this is Rodney Anderson, State Representative. Listen to the Commish radio program on Saturdays from 3 to 5, and I'm not the mortgage guy.
4, 3, 2.
Hey, what's up, man? You know, anytime, man, that music come on, man, you know, I just go back in time. I think it's 1989 again. All over again. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Another summer, man. 1989, still. I think what you was like 5, 6 years old, something. Were you even born? 89.
89. Well, it depends on what month in 89.
Oh man.
July
Man,
89.
That's what we talking about. But during the break, I had the opportunity to talk to Student Minister Lee Muhammad of the Nation of Islam. How you doing? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
All right, man. You know, it's good to see you again, man. And I didn't know you went to the Carter High School. Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Carter High School. I know brother-in-law listening at home, you're going to have another one.
Yes.
Another one. The Carter High School. You go into the Carter High School movie, man?
Yes, I have to.
Have to?
I have to. I was there. And I thank you, first of all, before we begin, let me thank you for allowing me this opportunity to be on these sacred airwaves with you, to our listening audience. It's always an honor and a privilege to be with you. So I thank you for that. And I thank you for playing Fight the Power. That did come out in 1989. That brought back a whole, that was the year of consciousness for me, and the year I graduated. And unbeknownst to a lot of people, it was in 1989 that Minister Louis Farrakhan was on a Stop the Killing tour, going all around the nation, trying to get black youth to stop killing one another. And he continued that, and that is actually what led to his call for 1 million men to come to Washington. So that is the backdrop of that, because he saw insidious plan of the government of the United States under the guise of the war on drugs, the war on gangs, and now you have mass incarceration. He saw that way back in 89, 90, 91, and he went on a tour. And then he was in New York one day at the Jacob Javits Convention Center. And he said, I want to bring 1 million men to Washington with me. And he said as soon as the words came out of his mouth, he wanted to pull them back. But the words were already out there. And we began to work and mobilize all over this country to make that day happen. And it was a beautiful day. As you mentioned earlier, brother, to us, it was a glimpse of heaven. It was a day of no violence, no killing, no cursing. We left that mall as cleaner than when we went to it. And there was those men who came, they came with a purpose. And that purpose was to atone for our shortcomings as men. And we went back with the mindset to do something to better our communities, our families. You had people, men who had not saw their children reconciled on the mall that day. And from that momentous gathering, the adoption of black babies went up. Violence all around this country went down. Entrepreneurship went up. Businesses began to open. We began to work in our community. Mentorship programs were started all over this nation just from one gathering in 1995. And I was, on that day, everybody was on security. I just want you to know that, brother. And my post was at the Washington Monument.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on a hill, okay? And I could look down at this sea of black men. But when I turned around, I could see the buses on the other side of the hill pulling up. And I can see people walking up that hill. And when they came over and they looked down at that sea of black men, to see grown men like Will Smith break down and cry. Because we had never witnessed that number of black men together that peaceful. And it went down in American history as the largest gathering in American history, but it was also the largest gathering of black men in the history of the world. And we left that mall, we came in peace, we left in peace. And our condition as a result of that, you know, as voter registration increased and people became more politically active, we actually put Clinton in the White House, you know, the first black president, because he played the saxophone. Yeah, we put him in office the first time, so we had some political clout. And we got together and we had a convention where we came up with a national agenda to address public policy, and many good things came out of that. Now, we are here now 20 years after that fact, and it seems that we are in a dwindling spiral where our communities are going back into chaos. Back then, you had one incident, the Rodney King incident, where it was seen on national television, and it polarized the whole nation because one part of our nation saw it as just and the other part saw it as unjust. Now here we are 20 years later, and things have got extremely worse in that it's not just a Rodney King. Now you have a Trayvon Martin. Now you have a Mike Brown. Now you have a Tamir Rice. And in the age of social media, these things are being broadcast live on internet, Facebook, Twitter, and the whole world is seeing this injustice that is going on in our community. And so now, at the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March, we're going back, but Minister Farrakhan is very careful not to call it a march, because we're through with marches. We're actually calling this a gathering and the beginning of a movement, and we're going under the theme of justice or else. And for all of those people who may get a little shaken up when you hear the or else, because we all know we need justice. But as soon as you say or else, people get a little frightened. But we all understand what or else means.